my gosh, this is incredible. After years of gathering and connection being placed on hold, it's actually quite remarkable that we're all here in one room together. A bunch of brilliant minds, a range of diverse voices, knowledge sharing, right here on the land of Gadigal people. Now, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Liz Penton. I work at Mindshare and Innovation and have a long-standing background in connection and strategic planning. And well, for me, it wasn't until connection was taken away that I realized how important it really was. And missing it, it moved me to explore what connection means for humans as well as our industry. So let me tell you a story about connection. Connection is everywhere, and connection is everything. It is a basic human need that fuels communities, helps us understand shared experiences, ideas, and relatable feelings. So when you're at a gig with your mates, you're experiencing connection. When you're at dinner with friends and family, expressing gratitude over the things you both love, you're experiencing connection. And connection is really what it means to be human. But humans, we have a problem. While connection is everywhere, and we talk about it so much as an industry, we've forgotten them. We've forgotten the human behind it. And this is because we've become so focused on brand outcomes over human outcomes. Now, I'm not saying to throw out the brand theory. Our legends like Byron Sharp, Les Burnett, Peter Field, they are so crucial in helping us understand effectiveness and ROI. But what I am conveying is we need to become more ethical in how we incorporate human outcomes. Now, I want everyone to imagine, and let's imagine an industry where we're able to balance both brand and human outcomes. And we're seeing fantastic evolutions in brand theory around mental availability and human attention, which is proving that our brand theory, it ain't static. It is moving and shaping as our landscape becomes more complicated and fragmented. So why can't we evolve the way we incorporate human outcomes too? And by incorporating human outcomes, we're actually strengthening connection. And if you don't believe in this, well, there's plenty of research that does demonstrate strategies that link in human outcomes can push metrics like brand awareness as well as sales growth too. So let's look at some examples that I've curated that have a fresh take on inventing connection through a human lens. So what does human connection and human outcomes look like? It can look like chocolate. Now, I have a serious sweet tooth, so I can be quite biased when it comes to chocolate, but it can look like reinventing connections, such as connecting over chocolate. And it's interesting that we're looking at the chocolate industry because there are some serious inequality issues with 30,000 cases of modern slavery and 1.56 million cases of illegal child labour. But Tony's, their mission is to tackle this issue and make chocolate 100% free of modern slavery and illegal child labour. And in order to do this, they invented a connection through their chocolate bars and made them purposely hard for people to share, which is a bit unfair. And you can see there's all these mixed-match shapes here, so you can't actually break it in half equally or line by line like a traditional chocolate bar. But this connection they've reinvented, it reinforces the story of inequality that exists within the chocolate industry, which is also super unfair. Human outcomes can also look like reinventing the way we buy and measure media. And we know media, we have a diversity problem. And we can see this every time we turn on the TV, every time we browse our phones. People are being excluded from the conversation everywhere we turn. Hence, in the push for change, NAB and Mindshare invented Australia's first inclusion PMP. And this ensures that our media dollars are being distributed towards supporting diverse content and creators, in turn helping those communities grow. And this proves human outcomes can be invented simply by the way we buy and measure media. So rather than measuring, say, like conversions, the measurement of success was the reach of marginalised communities, which if you're trying to reach everyone, you have to include them too. Human outcomes can also look like reinventing logic and coming up with ideas that maybe at first don't make much sense. And there's this massive thing happening all across the world right now, and it is a thing called climate change. And America, they're experiencing a similar climate crisis to what we're experiencing here at our doorstep in the likes of Western Sydney, where rooftops of houses and apartments aren't built for these rising heat temperatures. In particular, houses with black roofs are becoming more commonly unlivable, which is crazy to think. However, Coors Light, they found synergies between their proposition, Made to Chill, and a human outcome by turning rooftops of apartments into cooling billboards. They painted them white and it dramatically cooled down a community of homes. Now, what's really interesting about this is they invented billboards you can't see. If you've only got a media textbook, there is definitely not a 101 on how to create a billboard that no one can see. But this, the impact on the community, created all this talkability that spread across the entire country as well as the world that not even the silos at Glebe could achieve alone. So you can see there's a bit of a reoccurring theme here, and all of these connections, they're achieved by addressing a human problem. Because let's be honest, humans have problems. And we've all gathered here today, and the magic about our industry is that no matter what role you're in, there is the opportunity to invent and incorporate human outcomes. So if you can take anything from today, in your next brief, start with a real problem, and don't forget them. Don't forget the human. Thank you.